Hey, Alicia here. If you're new to my guide, subscribe if you already have. Tap the bell button to become part of the notification squad. I want to talk to you guys today, share with you, connect with you. Let's talk about the emotions that I've gone through since I've been diagnosed since 2011 with Stargardt's disease. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've been in a stress case since as long as I can remember. I have memories of being 5 years old and stressing about things that normal kids don't stress about. So I'm not going to blame Stargardt's for being anxious, but I will say it has heightened the anxiety levels just a little bit. Most of the times when I pair anxiety and Stargardt's disease together, it's when I'm in a new situation or I'm thrown into an experience or something is out of my control and I'm just like, damn, if I wasn't blind, things wouldn't be this way. And it's that thought exactly that I feel sets me up and puts me in a trap, and then it just tumbles down from there. I want to share with you guys how I kind of bounce back from that. I feel like the most important thing when it comes to anxiety is figuring out if the thought you're having is real. And if it is, dealing with it. And if it isn't, then reminding yourself and going from there. A lot of the times when I'm anxious about something, it's not a real thing. It's not a real thought, or it's irrelevant. And one of the best things I learned from one of my favorite books, which is Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. I highly recommend that book to any warrior because it'll make you a warrior, trust me, is that what you're stressing about today is probably not even be relevant in a year. So if it's so insignificant, why waste time now worrying about it? Just let it go. Another emotion that I feel like hinders me, there's a lot of feelings in that sentence, is sadness and sorrow. I've experienced that a lot more recently. I remember that I felt like depressed for 4 years ago now, and it was like the scariest thing because for me, my depression that I went through for a few months was feeling hopeless and like I was always going to feel like nothing mattered and nothing excited me. And it's such a scary feeling because you feel one way one day and then for a long period of time you just feel like ugh. I've been sad for the last couple months as my vision has gotten worse and other things have happened in my personal life. And it's hard because when you're blind, you often feel like it's easy to blame your blindness for your sadness or that it's added to it in a way. But like the anxiety, you have to look at your thoughts. If you think one way about something and then it causes this feeling and then you feel sad, you're just gonna have more sad experiences. So catching yourself, choosing happiness, which is really a choice. I can't stress how much of a hard choice it is, but it is still a choice, is worth it. You are worth it. You're worth experiencing the joys of life. And I feel like there is no joy without sorrow. You can't feel bliss without feeling bummed out because it's those days that you kind of feel crummy about life or about yourself that make you feel that much better when you rise to the top. The third one is so real, and I was kind of like, do I want to share this? But I'm just gonna be raw with you guys. This is you and me, it's just you and me. And that's unworthiness. There's a lot of times that I felt unworthy because I feel like I'm limited. I feel like I'm lacking. I feel like because I can't see, I shouldn't ask for certain things in life and I don't deserve certain things. And feeling unworthy is like the worst feeling in the world because it just makes you feel so small. And I don't want you guys to feel small. It's something that I work at and I practice, like happiness. When you believe you are worthy and you believe you deserve a good life or, you know, someone that loves you or a good social group of friends and family, it puts you on a better path to actually get that. When you don't believe you're worthy of someone or something or a circumstance, situation, whatever, it's hard for you to have and attain that. I don't want you to feel like you don't deserve something in your life just because you can't see. Fourth on my list is feeling disadvantaged. And I feel with any word that starts with zzz, like a B, disabled, disorder, disease, you're gonna feel disadvantaged because especially if you're like myself where you lived the majority of your life so far not having a disease, once you live the life with the disease, you're like, but wait. And I feel disadvantaged a lot of the times because I can't drive, I can't just pick up a book and read it. There's so many little nuances day to day that I wish I could do, but I can't anymore. People can't help it, but I almost hate when people are like, you can still be whoever you want to be and do whatever you want to do, because it's like, so give me your car keys. It is a disadvantage. Let's just be real and put it out there. But it doesn't have to be a mental disadvantage. It doesn't have to be a disadvantage that keeps you from being the person you want to be. Just because you can't maybe necessarily do one of the small aspects in life that you want to do or pursue a career in a certain way doesn't mean you can't find a way around it it really is just a change. It's serious, but it's not that serious at the same time. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I struggle with Stargards, because it is a big deal, but it isn't. I don't know if you guys feel me on that. Let me know in the comment section below. I know who I was before this part of my journey, and I know who I am now a little bit more, just a little bit more. Gratitude and being grateful, which I've mentioned in so many other videos before, is something that I have been able to like hold, like own, because of this disease. If without Stargards, I would not be nearly as grateful for my vision as I am now, even though I'm like sitting at 2,400, I think, last time they checked. I'm so grateful for that, because I know it could always be worse. I've become so grateful about my life, who I've brought into my life, the people that I call my close friends, my co-workers, the place and space that I call my home currently. Like, there's so many things that I'm grateful for, and it's not a fake gratitude. It's not like, I'm happy the sky is blue. It's like real things, like things that I can just feel, whether they're tangible or intangible, things that I feel like, wow, like I have a life. It may not be the greatest, but it's definitely not the worst. It's a good life, and I have an opportunity to be a good person and put that out on the earth, the planet. You know what I mean. I really hope that this video helps you guys out there that might have been feeling any of these or all of these emotions, or might in the future. And until next time, love and later.